Hello everyone, welcome to day 12th of April LeetCode Challenge, and today's question is beautiful arrangement 2. In this question we are given an array consisting of 1 up till n integers, and also we are given an integer value k. We need to prepare a list, a permutation of the input array such that the consecutive difference between each element gives us exactly k distinct integers, and if there are multiple answers to that we can print any one of them, but the condition is consecutive difference between the two elements should give us exactly k distinct integers. So let's try and understand the question by an example. Here n is given to us as 3 and k is given to us as 1, so the input array has 1 2 3 in it, and we only are interested in having one single difference between the consecutive elements. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. So that itself is the answer. However, there could have been the other permutation as well, 3, 2, 1. That is also acceptable. So let's walk through the other example. Here we are given n equals to 3 and k equals to 2. So the input set is 1, 2 and 3, and we are looking for two types of differences that our answer should have. So one possible answer is 1, 3, 2, because the difference between 3 and 1 is 2 and 3 and 2 is 1. Without much ado, let's move on to the presentation that I have created for this. This looks like a tough question, but it's not. It's a tricky question, I would say. It has a slight trick to it, and once you'll understand that trick, it will be easier for you. So beautiful arrangement, LeetCode 667. I've restated the problem here. We are given an array consisting of numbers from 1 till n and a given integer k. We need to generate a list such that the difference between the consecutive elements has exactly k distinct integers. So let's understand the question by some test cases. I tried building multiple test cases for the case n equals to 5 and k equals to 1, and these are the results that I got from the question, and I analyzed those results and developed my algorithm through it. So let's talk about the very basic case. N equals to 1, and these are the indexes that are highlighted starting from 0 up till 4. The integers are in this order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the difference between all of them is 1, as you can see. Let's talk about the other case, k equals to 2. So this time the array looks like this: 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, and the difference between these two numbers is 2, and then we have 1, 1, 1. So there are two differences, 1, 2. Let's talk about the third case. We have k equals to 3, and here the elements look like 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, and the difference is something like this: 3, 2, 1, in the decreasing order. 1, and the differences are 1, 2 and 3. Let's look at the fourth case, because it was also given in the question that k would be less than n. Then we have 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, and the difference is 4, 3, 2 and 1. So the set of differences that we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, which the total size becomes 4. So the answer matches, it matches with k, and we have this as an answer set. So if you'll try to analyze, there's a pattern that is coming from the question itself, and let's talk about that pattern in a slightly bigger example. So now I have taken n equals to 7 and k equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first case would be k equals to 1. So let's put values here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the base case is pretty simple. You don't need to actually do anything when k equals to 1, because an increasing order sequence can give you the desired result. So let's talk about the case where we have k equals to 2. Let's look at the next case when k is given to us as 3. How many elements do we now need to consider? We need to consider 4 elements. So we'll have 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So some permutation of these 4 elements should give us a desired result, and I'm writing A4 here. And let me just change the color of the pen. And let's pick up blue this time. And where do we need to keep the breaker? We need to keep the breaker at k equals to 4 index, just before 4. And let's try and generate a permutation for these 4 values. So the first thing that we are going to do is to assign 1 at the 0th index. Let's start from the basic, and then let's vouch for the highest value that is there. So we have 1, then we have 4. We'll assign the most value to the odd index, and then we have the least value as 2. So we'll assign 2 here, and in the end we have 3 is left. So we'll assign 3 there. So what we are doing, we are going in a zigzag fashion: 1, 4, 2, 3. So minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum. And then let's just fill up the array with the remaining values, starting from ki equals to 4, and assign I plus 1 value to that index. So this gives us 5, this gives us 6, and this gives us 7. So let's try and calculate whether this array satisfies the condition or not. So the difference is 3, the difference is 2, the difference is 1, the difference is 2, the difference is 1, the difference is 1. So how many differences were we able to generate? 1, 2 and 3. Perfect. So let's try and do it for another value of k. Let me just take magenta pen this time. And where are we going to keep the breaker? We'll keep the breaker at 5th index here. And how many elements do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And let's start and fill the array first with the minimum value, then with the maximum value present in this array. So we have 1 here, and then we'll pick up the maximum value. The maximum value is 5. So 5 gets here, then we'll go for the minimum value. We have 2. Then we'll go for the maximum value, which is 4. And then we have 3. And what we are going to fill for the rest of the values? Whatever index we are at plus 1. So this gets 6 and this gets 7. And how many differences were we able to generate? 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. And in totality, how many do we have? 4, 3, 2 and 1. So the answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Perfect. And let's take the another case when we have k equals to 5. So where are we going to keep the breaker? We'll keep the breaker at 6th index, and let's try and fill the elements. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's fill the array. Minimum value, maximum value. Then we have minimum value as 2, maximum value as 5. Then the minimum value is 3 and the maximum value is 4. And the last value is 7. So this gets 7. And let's check whether were we able to generate all the differences or not. We got 5, we got 4, we got 3, we got 2, we got 1 and we got 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Awesome. I hope you understood the logic. Find the breaking point and then just start filling the elements with minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum. And let's code this up. The time complexity for this approach would be order of n, and we'll try to optimize and not use any space, and we can do it in constant space as well. So I'll show you that way. Moving to the coding part. The first thing that I'm going to do is to define the answer array ANS, and I'll give it a size of n. And let's take two variables, low equal starting 1 and high that would start from k plus 1 index. And let's assign values to the answer array up till k plus 1 index. So for integer I equals to 0, I is less than k plus 1, I plus plus, and ANS of I equals to. So the first thing that we're going to do is to have a check if I modulus 2 is equals to 0. That means it's an even index, so we'll assign the lower value, otherwise we'll go for the higher value. ANS of I equals to low, and will increment low, so that for the next iteration we have a higher value of low. And next we are going to do is the else case. ANS of I equals to high, and what we are going to do, we'll reduce high by 1. And once we have filled in the array up till k plus 1 index, let's do it for the remaining elements. Let's start from integer I equals to k plus 1. I is less than n I plus plus, and ANS of I equals to I. Let's return ANS. Oh, this should be I plus 1. Let's try this up. Looks good, and let me just submit it. Accepted. Awesome. What is the time complexity of this approach? Time complexity is order of n, and space complexity is constant space. And here I have used two variables instead of using this array of size k plus 1, and I have used low and high to keep track of my next possible lower value and next possible higher value. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.